What's up, everybody? David on the Reg here, and today we're back on X-Plane. We're flying for Alaska Airlines. Look at this livery. Look how beautiful it is. We're on the Zebo mod. Zebo. I think we're on 32.3, I believe, and we're flying from LA over to Phoenix, Arizona. I'll see you guys in the video. Alright, so we're currently parked at gate 26, I believe. It should say that somewhere out here. Yep, so gate 26 right there. We got our marshaller right on the ground ready to actually push us back. But before we do all that, we're just going to set up the actual aircraft. So flight director's on. We're going to come down here to the FMC. We're going to actually set up our flight plan. Ref airport, we are currently at KLAX. Plug that in. Gate, we're at 26. There you go. Routing, we're going to plug in LAX there, and we're actually flying over to Phoenix, Arizona. So KPHX right there. Okay, sweet. We're taking off of runway 25 left. Plug that in for the runway, and then for co-route, we're just gonna take KLAX and then 2KPHX. Plug that in to the co-route. There we go. And we're also flight number, because we are Alaska. I believe Alaska Airlines is ASA. We'll just plug in 255. Boom. There we go. Activate it. Execute. It's going to put that into our navigation display. Turn that line into a solid pink line. Perf init. Reserves. Reserves. We're going to do 0 cost index of 50 and cruise altitude. Today we'll be cruising at flight level 350. Take that, plug it in, and execute it. N1 limits, it is 15 degrees Celsius outside, which is actually not too cold. It's actually really warm. I guess it's actually not too warm for LA, but it's not bad. We're going to do 5 degrees of flaps and also set our flaps to 5 degrees. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. And flaps rolling up to 5 degrees. In on the flaps. And there it is, 5 degrees, and it stops. Sweet. Let's do our trim. So 4.6. There we go, 4.6. And then we're going to plug in our V speeds. So V1 is 126. VR for rotate is 127. And then V2 is 139. We're going to do 139. We're going to do 139 plus 15, which will actually give us 154. We're going to plug that right into the MCP panel here. So 154 into our speed. That's 200. Let's go back. 155, 154. There we go. All right, back down to our FMC. We're going to do our departure. We're doing the notice 1 departure out of runway 25 left there, and then our transition should be Nary. So there it is, and we're going to execute that. That's going to set up our we're going to execute that. It's going to set up our departure for us. There we go. We're going to go to the arrivals page now. For arrival, we're going to be arriving on 08 just 08. Yeah, just 08. We're going to do the RNAV Y approach. And then for star, we're doing the Hydra 1. We're going to look for that. Hydra 1. And then the BLH trans. Execute it. There we go. Let's go to our route. Take off. We got all that. legs. We're going to look for any vectors and get rid of them. Looks like we don't have any vectors today, which is great. Okay, we're going to go up here, plug this thing into into plan, and check out our route here. We're going to go over. That's our departure. Arizona's just towards the northeast of LA, actually. Keep on going up. We're going to line up and land. Sweet, look at that. Right, so everything seems good. Plug that back into map mode. There we go. In our captain's seat. Right, so we're just going to hop on over to our electronic flight bag. We're going to go to the, we already started loading. Let's do the Grand Crew. Better pushback. We're going to pre-plan our pushback, and we're actually going to runway 31 left, I believe. We're just going to double check on that. No, we're going to 25 left, so KLAX. We're just going to pull up the charts for 31 left. And that looks like a good position, so we're just going to call it through the menu. I don't know why is it doing that? Enter. Enter. There we go.
Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Will do. We're going to request this guy right now.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Thank you very much. Alright, sweet. So, as that's going on, we're going to turn on our chronometer. Is this thing going to turn on today? There it is. And then we're also going to do our pushback checklist here. So, before start here, flight deck door is locked. Yep. CDU panel is set. Yes. N1 bugs set, IIS bugs checked, and the MCP is set as well. Our next one's going to be our pushback. Alright, we're just going to hop up here. Fuels are on. 10 those people back there.
All doors and hatches are closed.
Turn on the seatbelt sign.
Ready to connect.
Sweet. We're also going to double check to see what our cruising altitude is. So it should be 350. We're going to come up here and plug in 350 for flight altitude. So 50. And then our landing altitude. Will be 1,100. So we're going to do 1.2K. 1,200 right there, sweet. And the pushback cart should be hooking up right now.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, sweet. We're going to release this parking brake for him. There we go.
Starting pushback.
And we're going to start our pushback right over to the right side.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, so we just got our pushback. We're going to set the parking brake. There we go.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
There we go. So we're going to do our pushback procedure here. We're going to turn our transponder onto transmit and receive. Handled. Parking brake is already set. Hydraulic pumps are all on. There we go. Pushback checklist is done.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight. There
we go. So he's going to move out for us here. we're gonna do the before taxi checklist Gen 1 and 2. Gens 1, Gens 2 are on. There we go. Probe heat. Should already be on. Probe heats are on. Yep, wing anti-ice. We're not going to need those. We're not going to need these. Pack switches are set to auto. Are they? Packs are on auto. Yes, they are. Set that. Isolation valves are on auto as well. APU bleed should be off, which I believe it is. Yep. There it is. And then engine start levers to continuous 1 and 2. And engine start levers to idle. Yep. Ground equipment is cleared. Double check there. Yes, it is. So we're gonna verify. Flap lever to take off flaps. We already set those at the gate. Flight controls, we're gonna check those. So let's plug that in. Right, we're gonna do. Oh, that's sensitive. We're gonna do forward, center, full back, center, full left, center, full right, center, and then oh, I can't see that. Oh, there we go. Rudder right, center, rudder left, center. Sweet. Flight controls have been checked. We're going to also set the auto brake onto RTO. And we blanked it out and checked it. There we go. And now all we need to do is taxi. So let's do that. We're going to roll the engines up to around 30% and start our taxi. There we go. Taxi lights are on. We're going to start our taxi. Great, so we are currently on Echo, and what we're going to do is we're going to taxi to the end, actually to Echo, and we're going to taxi to Tango, which should be right up here. We're going to take a left here onto Tango, go all the way over to Bravo, and then from Bravo, we're just going to go all the way back to, so this right here is Tango. We're going to take a left on Tango, all the way down to Bravo, and that'll bring us to our departing runway. I'll try to link the scenery down below. It is a free piece of scenery, but it's amazing. It comes with a ton of airport add-ons, such as all of these extra planes and all the ground crew. They're marshalers at every gate, and the scenery is just amazing. It's detailed. I think it's like one of like the actual like fully detailed free sceneries that you can actually find on the X-Plane forums itself. So that's pretty nice. All right, we're gonna take a left here on Papa. And if we go all the way down to the end of Papa, that should bring us to 25 right, which should be our departing runway. 25 left, so we'll just be crossing 25 right. Alright. And at this time, I usually like to do the welcome speech to all the passengers. So there it is.
Deck, get your captain for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good. So we're planning on a smooth ride. Get you there as soon as we can, and as safe as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome aboard.
And there, right there was the welcome speech. I'm pretty sure the flight attendants actually do the welcome speech now, not the captain. I think the captain just introduces himself and the co-captain. That's pretty much it. Nowadays, at least. Also, pretty sure every airline kind of does it differently. So, I don't know. I usually fly like Air Canada and stuff. So, I guess they kind of do it differently than Alaska. Alright, so we're going to turn off the taxi light. We're going to check the cross runways. So, or not the cross runway, but we're going to check this runway right here that we're actually going to cross. Seems like there's no one there on that side. There's obviously no one here on this side, as we can see, because we're pretty much right here. And, yep, let's just pretend that we got clearance to cross the runway. So we're going to turn on the taxi lights, turn off our brakes, and let's cross it.
Approaching 25 right.
So there's 25 right. We're going to cross 25 right for 25 left. And we're going to hold short of 25 left. Check check the other side, which should be 7 right. And there we go. We're also going to set our altitude after departure. So our altitude after departure should be 3,000 feet. That's already set. It will be at 250 by then as well. We're going to arm LNAV and VNAV. There we go. Come up here. Taxi light can come off. Runway turnoffs can come on. Landing lights, seatbelts. We're going to turn those people. Logo. We don't need those. It's daytime. We're also going to turn on our strobe lights here. Wing lights for sure. And wheel well lights. We're not going to need those since it is daytime. We're also going to come over here. Can we do a... No, we don't need a takeoff thing. But let's go to checklists, takeoff. We have verified. It's 25 left. Verified, double check with our FMC here. 25 left is the runway we're supposed to be taking off from. Strobe lights are on. Other lights are on. Transponder is TARA. We already set that up earlier right down here. Fixed landing lights are on. And let's approach the runway. Brakes are off. Engines are rolling up.
Approaching 25 left.
There we go, 25 left, coming up on the runway awareness system. And we're gonna line ourselves up and then bring everything up to, or bring our thrusts up to 40%. Then click around.
On runway 25 left.
There it is. We're gonna line ourselves up. There we go. We're gonna set the parking brake. Oh, there it is. We're gonna set the parking brake. Also set our heading to 249. 249. Arm the auto throttle. And parking brakes are off. Let's just say we were cleared for takeoff. Engines are revving up to 40%. Engines are stabilized. And toga.
$80 knots.
Cross checked.
V1 rotate.
V1. And here's our rotate.
Positive rate.
Gears coming up.
$400.
Right, we're gonna take our flaps
1,000.
back one notch. Let's level out that nose here and gain some speed. Okay. Autopilot is now on. We're gonna climb up to 3,000 feet. Our next
1,000 to go.
climb should be up to 5K. We're gonna just register that in. There we go. Runway turnoffs can come off now. Auto brake is set to off. Flaps all the way up. Speed brakes all the way up, and flaps are retracted. There we are. It's going to 5,000. Goodbye, Los Angeles. Gear, pull that down to the off position.
1,000 to go.
1,000 go to 5,000. And there we are. Should be climbing up to 7,000 about now. There's 5,000. We're gonna select 7,000. Yep. Alright, so we finished this checklist. Rotated. Gear is already up. Roll mode. Yes, yes, yes. Flaps were retracted. Everything here is set. We're going to do climb and cruise. Passenger signs. We're not above 10,000 feet yet. Let's climb to 10,000 feet. We need to be at 12,800. So let's do 12,800. 12,800. There we go. It's going to pull us up to that altitude. There we go. Plane is actually fairly quiet today. And there we go, reaching 10,000. Start our checklist here. Seven, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We're gonna start a checklist. Passenger signs can come off now. There we go. So everybody in the back, you guys can use the lavatories, everything else. Altimeter, we're gonna set that to standard. And altimeter cross check, we're gonna verify it with the right person. Their altimeter is not set, so we're gonna set that for them. And there we go. Altimeter cross check verified. Mod route for arrival. We're gonna do that. Probably just gonna plug in our forecast here. So for the forecast,
1,000 to go.
for the forecast we have 3 winds to actually put in. First one's gonna be 238 degrees, and that's gonna blow us 40, 46, 46, 46, There we go. Plug that in. And then our next one's 233 degrees, and that's going to be at 41 knots, so 41. And then our end one is going to be at Phoenix, so we actually have to search up the Phoenix winds. And the winds right now over at Phoenix, Arizona, is at 120 degrees. They are 5 knots. Plug that in. There we go. Execute it. And all that should be set. Verify map route arrival. Yes. Arrival. Yes. There we go. And that checklist right there is done. All we have to do next is our descent procedure. Because we are above 10,000, we're going to also turn off the landing lights. There we go. What else could we turn? What else do we need to turn off? Fuel pumps are going to stay on because we haven't cleared out the center tank. At least yeah, we haven't cleared out the center tank yet. And these right here are going to go onto auto. There we go. Anti-collision lights. Yes. Wings we're going to keep on actually. And everything else should be good. Right, we're also going to plug in 341 into here. So 3-4, it's going to climb to that altitude for us. At least it should. Let's
1,000 to
execute
go.
that for the climb. It's going to start the climb now. Alright, and then after flight level 257, we're going to do 250. Wait, 250. Oh yeah, 25. That's supposed to be 255, not 155. My bad. So we're going to plug in 255 and execute it. Turning to the right just to line up with this next waypoint here. Where is it? There we go. And after that, we'll be going around and then lining up for our landing. Just a really short flight. Shouldn't be too long.
Thousand to go.
Alright, and we got 1,000 feet until we reach our designated cruising altitude. Is that another plane? I think that is. Yep, that definitely is. He should be coming up on our. He is not. Should be coming up on our TCAS. Somewhere in the distance. Actually, he's probably way too far off for that. But yeah, we are turning left here, and we're leveling out now. At level, flight level 350, we're just gonna fly over on to Phoenix here, and I'll see you guys when we start our descent, or if anything happens along the way. Alright guys, so here we are reaching this last marker, or waypoint, and as you see the plane's just taking a right turn there. We're gonna hop down to the, why is it doing that? There you go. The FMC, we need to go down to flight level 250, so 250, we're gonna initiate that. It's gonna start our descent. As you see, slowly there, we're also going to go over here to our descent checklist. Descent, landing altitude verified, system annunciator. We've recalled that, of course. VREF, we're not doing any of that yet. We're also going to turn the auto brake onto 2. There we go. And all that's come down. We also have to keep an eye on our fuel levels. Our center tank is at 0.59. As that reaches 0, we're just going to turn off the center tanks. There we go. We're coming down. And then auto brake has needed navigation radio, all of that stuff. And we're also going to have to do our VNAV here. So we're going to set our roll mode to LNAV, VOR, or VOR lock, which will be right there. We're probably just going to run it off of VNAV, I mean LNAV. And then we got our MCP. Yes, landing gear is going to go down. Gear indicator 3 green. Do that after. Don't worry about it. We also see our diamond here actually falling, so it's at it's 400, and it should just fall to the middle and start floating between these two levels with us. And it's lower, so this needle's gonna drop down a tad bit faster, as you see right there. It's 400 below us now, so we're gonna catch up. 500, 6, 7. Don't reach 7. I guess I went there. Yeah, so we're catching up. What do we have here? Legs, flight level 250. There we go. We're starting to catch up. We're also gonna start our decel here. So drag required. We're gonna pull our speed brakes there. Give this thing some drag. Give this thing some drag. I'm also gonna take that off right there, clear it. We also should be coming down to our speed. We should also be descending to a speed of 280. We're at 3, so I'm just gonna keep this up here. And speed, what are you doing? Can you keep yourself down there, please? Is it gonna stay? Yes, it is. There we go. Yeah, so 250. We are a tad bit above the diamond. I like to call that the guiding diamond because it guides you. 250. I just can't talk today. We need to go to 240, so we're gonna plug that to 240. Execute that. There we go. 240. Does this? What does this do? I don't know why it's doing that. It's being weird. Don't worry about it. 26. Rearmor VNAV. It's gonna start our drop. And here we are. Take off that speed. Brake there, we're not going to need that. Climb back up to 280. And there we go. Next waypoint. Which actually... yeah, there we go. Top descent. That right there should be 220. So we're gonna try to aim for that 220. Plug that in. Wait for it to go down. Alright, so as you guys see, the diamond's coming down, and as it falls down, we're gonna go down with it. There we go, catch up to that. Altitude land's coming in. We should also be reaching flight level 220. Right as we hit, what waypoint is that? Swoon. Right, or, no, that should be Snara. And then Swoons after will be at flight level 18,000. Yeah, we'll be at 18,000 feet by then, and then we'll just be going through a descent after that. After that, we're gonna dial in 18,000. So let's do that now. 18,000 dialed into the system. There we go. We should level off there, and then it's gonna pull us through another descent to 18,000. And there it is, going down to 18,000. Sweet. Not parking brake, speed brake off there. Speed's doing fine. Auto brake is set to 2. Going through the clouds. Yep, so we're gonna do 18. Should hit that by the next waypoint. Speed brake coming up. There we go. Pretty sure in real life what pilots do is they actually hold onto the speed brake as or while they're up, just to make sure that they don't forget it. Because if you do forget a speed brake, or if you do forget a speed brake being on, you'll probably just start stalling, even if your thrust is like halfway, or even 75%. There is a larger risk of you actually stalling because how it slows you down, and after that you really do just lose airspeed. There we go, turn left towards waypoint Gala. There we go. And we'll be at 5,000 right about here. We have to go to 110. Let's plug that in. Boom. And it's going to start descending us down to the level. Diamond's already ahead of us. Come on. Do I have to click it? Do I really? Please don't make me click it. I'm clicking it. Boop. And there's our descent. Land's coming in. There we go. We don't want to go above 180. Let's have our hand on the speed brake, just in case. Seems like we're good. Right down to 8,000 feet after this waypoint. So 8,000 we are. There we are. Something new about this airplane is actually we have this right here, which I don't know why, but it's green. I don't think it was ever green actually. What? Why is it green today? It's usually pink or purple. I haven't updated my Zebo. Right, taking a left turn. There we are, slowly lining ourselves in for the landing. Okay, approach 10,000 feet here. We're gonna turn on the landing lights. Really quiet flight today. And we're reaching our speed, so I'm just gonna pull this back a tad bit here, make this thing drop as we do our descent. Still got our rudder trim going for us since we have L11V now selected. So that's still there for us, at least. The only thing I turned off was the auto thruster, which you can turn off here, and I believe there's also a button right there that you can click. Never used that black button though. Never used that. I've used the side buttons. I know that definitely turns it off. If you guys have any idea what this black button here, actually does, I think it turns off the auto thruster, but not really sure. Maybe it's a button to turn off the reverse. Not sure either, but if you know what it does, feel free to comment down below. Speed brakes are off. And there we go. Next waypoint, 8,000 feet. And here we are. Through our descent. Alright, VNAV. LNAV is set. Landing gear lever is not down. We are gonna pull our flaps down to around 5 degrees right now, though. And there we go. This right here should be our final last turn to actually line up with the runway. Right, ladies and gents, gears come down. And flaps should be set to 25. There we go. And a final right turn to line ourselves up with the runway. Alright, we're gonna attend the cabin one more time there. And everything should be good. PA system, prepare for landing, boys.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Alright, so we just set that through. The airport's right in front of us. Double check with all your stuff here. Runway 081167. Let's plug that in. 1,100. There we go.
Rough right, headrests are lowered, and footrest and video monitors stowed. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated.
Alright guys, we're coming in on final approach here. Speed is mine. And the airplane speed. Puller thrust lever back here. There we go. Starting our final descent down to the runway. And after we land, we're gonna take a right onto Terminal 4. We'll see where that is once we reach the runway though. Speed's coming up, we're dropping. Oh, don't lag on us. What is it doing?
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Okay. There we go. Airplane is mine. And flight controls.
Approaching 08.
Thank you. You're down through green, ready to land. And we just lost our systems. What just happened?
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And we buttered that landing with no instruments. I'm gonna figure out to see what actually happened there.
80 knots.
80 knots. We're gonna stow those reversers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. What happened here? Why did the screens just go blue? Is that a thing with the... I feel like that's a thing with the Zebo, because everything was working fine there. What's that warning? Speed brake. Okay. Those disarmed for us. What happened to our instruments upon our landing? It seems like everything's working. I actually think the Zebo just broke. Did the Zebo just break, guys? Did I break the Zebo? Pretty sure everything's still working. Yeah, let's fire up our APU. Maybe if I change views, it'll... Nope, these monitors are pretty much dead. Let's see what happened here. Batteries are on. Okay, so the right system just turned off. Electrical. We just had an electrical failure, ladies and gents, but we got the thing down on the ground, and we also buttered that landing too, so that was actually pretty impressive for what we had going on. Oh, that's a bummer, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we got an electrical failure. Turn our battery on and off. Nothing's gonna help us here. So we're just gonna get ourselves over to we're just gonna get ourselves over to a terminal here. Terminal 4 should just be over to our right. We're just gonna take a right up here. Get to Terminal 4. We're also gonna pull our flaps back. Those we got a butter and we got a butter and a freaking electrical an electrical yeah. It was pretty impressive for the conditions we were actually landing in. Short final, all the systems or all the screens literally went blank on us. What a great time for all of this to happen, isn't it? So guys, let's check our parking job. we were off. We were so off. Look at that. What the? Okay, well, you know what? At least we buttered the landing, guys. Let's rewatch that. Replay mode. Pull it back to around, nah, not there. Let's, we can do that right there. Alright. Nope. Forward. Way too far back. There we go. Short final here. There's the runway. We were a tad bit low, but that's fine. Alright, let's watch this. Look at that smooth butter decelling through. The runway. And we're also going to do another replay here. Go back to round. We can do here. Let's pull a runway view. There we go. And play this thing. Right. That's us coming in, center lined, already lined up. Impressive, impressive. We really do look like a 737 MAX. I'm pretty sure there's a streamer on Twitch who's actually streaming with a 737 MAX. Is actually really nice, and it's probably gonna get it once it comes out. I love the 737 MAX. And here we are. Check on that center line. We're a tad bit off. We didn't float it though. Look at that. And we were down. And butter. Nice. 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 Alright, guys. Why did it... What? Why did that come up? Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. We're going to turn off engine number 2. Turn off engine number 1. Come on. Is 2 going to pull down? 2's going to pull down. And, there we go. The bridge is also pulling itself over. These engines are off. Why is 2 being like that? Is it just me, or is it like... Is it still kind of up? You can see that lip there. Okay, whatever. 2's up. We're gonna... Can't do ground power because we can't request it anymore. It's gonna turn these off. APU is staying on for the meanwhile. Electricals coming off. Packs to the off position. Off. Isolation valve. APU bleed can come on for now as we do this. Pitot heats are off. Windows. See everything to the center. There we go. That's coming off. Seatbelt signs. There we go. And all of them are taking their buckles off. Standby power. Set that to off. Valve is off. We're also going to turn the APU off. Nope, up. There we go. APU's coming off. And then battery is out. And there we go. That's how you turn off the airplane. I was gonna walk out here, open this door if we can. Usually it lets you open the door. Guess not today. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We unfortunately landed in a really bad condition where all of our screens turned off. I'm gonna look into that, see what happened, see if it was a Zeebo bug or if it was actually supposed to happen. And I guess I'll tell you guys next time. Stay tuned. Feel free to click that follow button. Remember to click that like button. And also comment down below if you're interested in more X-Plane videos. And I'll see you guys on the flippity flop. Peace out.